How England could line up in the Euro Nations League. Before the video starts, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this and like and share the video if you enjoy it. I've also put a quiz question in the comment section below, so go down there and see if you can get the answer right. Also, I've recently partnered up with another football channel called Number One Scout Finding That Future Star, who makes some really good video highlights on different players. His two most recent videos are on Luka Jovic and Kai Havertz, so go check his channel out, it will be linked in the description below, and it will also be a featured channel. England have their Euro Nations League semi-final on Thursday versus the Netherlands, with the winner playing either Portugal or Switzerland in the final on Sunday. So how should Gareth Southgate set up his side? Well, Southgate could go with two different systems, either a 5-3-2 or a 4-3-3. The Netherlands will likely start with a 4-3-3 system, playing Depay as a deep lying forward, with two wingers such as Bergwijn and Babel either side of him. The 4-3-3 system would probably be the best option for Southgate in this game, as it will enable England to play with advanced wide players, which will allow them to isolate Blind, who will likely be the left back, in one-on-one situations versus either Sancho or Sterling. Playing with three centre-backs and two wing-backs could lead to England being forced into a flat back five, as the Netherlands front three usually stretch wide, with the two wingers keeping the width in the system, which would force England wing-backs back and could allow spaces either side of England's midfield free to develop. Pickford would start and goal largely due to no other keeper having the quality to wrestle the starting place off of him, despite his strange errors last season against Liverpool and Newcastle, to name a few. His ball playing ability when England play out of the back and his long passing and throwing abilities, which enable England to bypass an opposition press, are also the main reasons why he still retains that starting spot. The two centre-backs for me would be Joe Gomez and Harry Maguire. This is because Maguire is easily England's best centre-back at the minute. His ability to drive out of the deep block with the ball to advance England attack is something unique that no other centre-back in the squad possesses, especially from that left-sided centre-back position. Joe Gomez just edges John Stones, as he's a better defender both positionally and in one-on-one situations with his excellent tackling ability. Gomez will develop into a top-class centre-back in the next few seasons, so starting him alongside Maguire will enable them to gain experience playing next to each other, which may be needed in the 2020 Euros and the 2022 World Cup. Trent Alexander-Arnold should start at right back ahead of Walker, as a Liverpool man has shown this season that he is the superior attacking fullback. Even though I would consider Walker the better defensive fullback due to his one-on-one defending and recovery pace, I think that Arnold offers so much more creativity from the right back position that he'd offer another dimension to the England attack. This can be seen as Arnold has created 1.7 key passes per game this season compared to Walker's 0.7. At left back, Chilwell seems to have nailed down a starting position. The Leicester man has 1.3 key passes and 1.4 dribbles per game this season, which is an excellent return for a fullback. This highlights Chilwell's ability to make overlapping runs down the left flank and whipping low crosses across the box. Chilwell and Arnold either side of the 4-3-3 system will offer natural width via making explosive runs overlapping the wide attackers, as well as the ability to create chances from crossing positions. In the midfield three, England should use Declan Rice as a deep single pivot with Henderson and Ali either side of him. Rice is a better option to Dyer, as I feel like he's better at breaking up the play due to his athleticism to get across the pitch and put in tackles. Against the Netherlands, Southgate should use Rice moving ahead of Ali and Henderson in order to man-to-man press Frenkie de Jong, who will likely play in that deep line midfield position. Rice's aggression and tackling ability will be the reason why he's chosen to perform this role on Holland's key midfielder, as most of their attacks will start with de Jong picking up the ball in those deep areas. I'm surprised James Maddison isn't involved in the squad, as he is easily England's most creative central midfielder, as seen as he has completed the most key passes per game in the Premier League this season with 2.8. Henderson will offer a different set of attributes, as he's more industrious than Maddison, which could suit this particular game. Henderson is a very good pressing player, knowing when to be aggressive and apply the pressure high up the pitch and when to sit off and maintain the system's shape, which is why he's been a key player for Klopp's side in big games. When in possession, Henderson will play a similar role to how he did in the second leg versus Barcelona, looking to move in behind the opposition midfield to find the half spaces, whilst also making runs in between the centre-back and left-back to stretch the play and try to open up the opposition's defensive structure. Ali as the left central midfielder will do a similar job to Henderson, though he can be given more of a licence to make runs into central attacking midfield positions in order to link up with the front three. Depending on how Southgate feels about Kane's fitness, he should start up top, with Sterling and Sancho either side. Kane is fantastic for England at dropping deep, receiving the ball and either laying the ball off to on-running central midfielders or finding a ball through to the wide players. Kane's movement deep will pull centre-back with him out of the back line, which will in turn create space for Sterling and Sancho to make runs into, which is a tactic that worked excellently when England beat Spain earlier on this season. Sancho and Sterling both provide similar attributes which are crucial to the system, which are their interplay down the flanks, which will allow them to find Arnold and Chilwell in dangerous positions when they overlap. Sancho and Sterling both play with overlapping adventurous fullbacks at club level and have excelled this season when playing in those roles, and are both amongst the most creative wide players in Europe. This side would work well versus the Netherlands on Thursday, but could also be a system that Southgate moves towards in the future, as young players like Rice, Arnold, Chilwell and Sancho all seem to suit this 4-3-3 system, which focuses on high aggressive pressing and funneling attacks down the flanks and in the half spaces using quick interplay and overlapping fullbacks. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the content coming over the summer. And look at the channel I've linked in the description below if you like this sort of tactical analysis things and looking at player highlights.